Okay, and we're back. It's turn 6, Reddit Tournament Finals. Quite a bit more expansion here this turn. Uh, Anything jumping off the page at you right now, Nonetheless?
Turn 6 and there's no wars yet. I am unimpressed.
I am actually impressed by the number of end flags we're seeing here on expansion. We'll see if they're all successful, but it looks like they attempted to expand 5 times in a single turn.
Uh, you're right. I mean, one of these they might be scout pings, but yes, I also
Oh,
see 5
yeah, good
attacks.
point.
I see 4 Agarthas also.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
let's
Yeah, absolutely.
jump into it here. We'll probably fly through most of these.
Sure. Yeah, it looks like a prophet, some yaks.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, they
Wait.
profited the scout here, actually.
Wait. Yeah. That's a pretty common tactic. Wait, can we see this? I want to watch this battle.
Oh no. This is the worst part about Bander. You need
Do they not have
bodyguards.
an Do they not have an H1 like Tiger Rider?
No.
Is their commander not? Yeah. I think everyone they just give the people just give them an H1
Or
immediately. But yeah,
some bodyguards, or do a little bit better on your spacing.
well, the problem with bodyguards is I think I mean it protects you. I actually don't know why they die here, but arrows they don't help you against, right? So
Oh,
yeah,
bodyguards
so a
don't help
bodyguard's
against
yeah.
arrows?
I mean,
Because don't they take up
well,
space in the same square? And when they.
so yes, so when an arrow hits a square, you actually roll to see who it hits, and if it's like an empty space, uh, no one gets hit, right?
Oh, okay. So having
actually
the
that was
bodyguard
incredible.
there doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. So if you are size two Brahmin in a square and an arrow hits your square, you first of all have a 1 in 3 chance of getting hit in the first place, right? So it's actually very unlucky. What I do is I super rear deploy, because if you rear deploy, indie archers are not in range. But I don't quote me on that. But
Yeah.
that's generally what I do is I rear deploy my super squishy guys.
I do think this is also too many Tiger Riders for an expansion party. You're looking at 600 gold.
Yeah,
Um,
into this province with like there's literally not even a heavy infantry showing. Yeah, I would maybe use 6.
yeah. Well, this is one
But
of the biggest
if it's what you
flaws
have,
of Bander.
like again, sometimes this party may have been for like taking sequential provinces, right? So
Yeah. It's just you're so reliant on the Brahmin for your expansion.
it is pretty sad. Anyway, Bravo's.
Ooh, did not get the job done.
Oh, really? Very sad.
Yeah, only 14 of them died, and they must have broken.
Yeah, I mean they don't have good morale, right?
Yeah, pretty trash. 8.
I don't think. I mean, yeah, this is probably gonna be pretty. They're gonna fight. They're gonna run away. Pretty standard.
Probably rough spacing here from
I mean,
end.
this is. I
Do you
mean, this
want
is.
your gobos hitting first?
Um. Yeah, I would have. I mean, it's not perfect. I would have them a little bit further forward than they were. Um, since you have so much chaff, what are the blessing these guys again?
It's a weird bless.
I forgot already.
Shock resist poison,
Okay.
fire, fate
Okay.
weaving,
Yeah.
heat aura.
Given that they have invulnerability, I would actually have them hit first, just because they're like, what's their protection versus mundane?
Oh, it's gotta be pretty high. Oh,
21. Yeah, I would have. In this situation, I would have had them hit first, and the gobos come around because gobos are great DPS. Yeah, I would not have. I would have forward deployed my sacreds here
yeah.
personally because gobos have bad morale and they have no armor, so they're gonna route like exactly this. I mean, I can see. I mean, there are situations where that was a lot of dudes. You don't want your soldier priest to die. It's not the worst decision in the world, but I probably would have gone the opposite way.
Yeah, they must have been pretty close to actually winning this with 24 Wolf Tribe warriors dead and both the
Yeah,
Bard
no, I
Chiefs.
think I mean had this been a full fight, they probably would have won. Like had everyone like had perfect morale, I think they probably would have won the battle.
Strong expand by Ulm here. Nothing too impressive on the indie side
Black
though.
Knight's OP.
Satis doing great. Those Sobex just carry early
Clean
game.
up.
War Shamblers,
This is like what the fourth province for these guys or something.
yeah, they're worth their weight in gold.
They
I think he
finally lost
spent everything on his first
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, just spend your
Bidding for
entire money.
them?
Yeah. I mean, I would spend my whole first turn's money on War Shamblers.
Yeah. Especially on a slightly weaker expanding nation or slower expanding nation. It's worth it. Oh, wow. Very impressive here by the Yak Riders. What happened?
They've got lances. It looks like. Are those reusable lances? Yeah, it looks like they are. Yeah, yeah. So they just repel the barbarians.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. Cavalry is really good against barbs. Oh wow.
Oh, no.
Oh. Oh wow.
So
That's
this
not
is Satis going for that throne, Gaia's throne or growth throne, something like that. Throws up air shield. Are they blessed? They are blessed, so he does have regen.
That's on dumb.
We got some water elementals coming up on the indie side. Some full-size ones and some little ones. And then a whole lot of skeletons, it looks like.
Some flaming.
Some flaming javelin there. That does a bit of work. Cleans up a little bit of,
Yeah, flaming javelins are good. It's a classic EAR war strategy.
yeah.
Yeah, this god is strong, but no god without chest piece is gonna survive a full set water elemental.
Yeah, the water elementals just do work. Those Sobex are holding their own, but yeah, they're
And
gonna
as
get
soon as the water elemental gets to them,
surrounded
they're gonna
here.
die. Yeah. At the moment, they're buffered.
Yep, here he comes.
Nope, and here it comes.
Oh yeah, taking significant chunks off of him. I'm gonna speed this up a little.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, is it as simple as just that water elemental gets over to the god?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be able to deal with the small ones, but as soon as the
Oh
package gets to
wow,
it,
yeah.
yeah, I mean it's just the hits are massive. They
So
actually
we're,
turned around, which is interesting.
yeah, he's regenning 13
Yeah,
hit
11
points.
per turn. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And you get it's four 24 AP attacks a turn. Like, yeah, 4 AP 20 attacks a turn. You can't tank that.
Yeah. Okay, so Satis's expansion pretender gone on turn 6.
Not a great place to be.
No, and it's not like he got the throne either. There's still quite a bit left there, so it's not he can't come back and clean it up and salvage something.
Yeah, those guys are gonna make water elementals again, so he'll need a real army to take it.
Yep. Flawless expand by Naba, another good expand by Man.
Jan are really good at lossless expansion.
A lot of war dogs being used here by Ulm. Not something you see super often.
You get them because is this turmoil Ulm, by the way? I forgot. Is it order 1 Ulm maybe?
He does not have perfect scales. Yeah, order 1.
Yeah. And war dogs are good because they don't cost a lot of rec points or anything really, and almost everything in Ulm costs like 40 resources.
Quite low on
They're not
direct
great,
points.
obviously, but they have their uses on like turn 2.
Yeah, they get a couple kills.
Yeah.
Satis doing some pinging on a heavy cav province here. Oh, it looks like
Like it.
In
of ping.
doing the same thing. Oh, different province, but oh, another ping. How important is techniques like this, like pinging to get true readouts? Do you think this differentiates high skill from all skill?
I think that I only ping thrones. you can if you want to like if you again you kind of have to have the scouts right available. Um, if you happen to have the scouts available, like this cannibal warlord, could this cannibal warlord have been leading an army, right? Like, you know, or could their money have been used to buy something else? I think like you can use it to ping the exact position of cavalry so that you can arrange people perfectly, but I don't think it's like critical.
Okay. Oh,
Sorry, pinging is super important later in the game when you're fighting armies, but an expansion for non-thrones, I don't think it's super critical.
strong expand here by man, bringing the right
Yep,
size army.
yep, Knights of Avalon, super super good.
Few losses here. Oh wow, that was a lot of barbs. I remember Vanheim had
Wow,
commented on that.
that
But
guy sent 4 thugs in.
yeah,
That's pretty ballsy. Send 4 of your mages in this early.
here's end with the Trimurti. Agartha leveraging the Ancient Ones. This looks like a mercenary group. Some heavy cav from end.
I think those are Hector and his lads.
Yeah, into decent sized force there. Okay, so there's turn 6. Expansion's picking up, I'd say, pretty rapidly. Um, Anything of note before we call this one?
I mean, just the statistics. That was losing your god that early on a nation that I believe didn't they bought like air on that god, right? So they don't even have they have really probably pretty bad scales. Yeah,
Is
just what.
Are the Sobek Guard beefy enough to continue their powerful or powering the expansion without regen?
Well, yes, normally I would say. However, they border a Oni province and a heavy cav province, both of which are very difficult. Ko-Oni are notable for hitting like trucks and obviously heavy cavalry, heavy cavalry. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, look, region is not super important expansion because fights don't usually last very long. But I mean, it's certainly not going to help.
Looks like you already did have a second temple up, so can get some additional priests. Um,
Yep, recruit indie priests in order to yeah, probably because he didn't want to spend cap turns on. I've never built a temple during the expansion in order to recruit priests to bless my army, so I don't have to use cap mages. But maybe I should.
so Satis does
God,
have recruitable H1s, H2s, and H3s.
yes, but
Um,
you'd have to use fort turns on them where you're not buying Marshmasters.
yeah. So what do you do if you're Satis?
Um, I'll just what I would do is I would spend 1 turn buying 2 H1s, and then I would send one with my army because Sobeks don't like they don't need an H2. Like an H1 is fine, right? There's not that many of them. So I would spend some turn buying 2 of these guys and miss out on a I mean, you still have to buy one of them because you need someone to build the temple, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how quick you can get that pretender back up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll see you on turn 7.
Right.